Good morning friends, Siddharth again. This video is in continuation with my previous video that I made some 20 days back, that was on 3rd December 2024, and I mentioned some points that things are not going very good in Germany and should it be the right time to come to Germany in the year 2025. Now this video is exclusively for those students who plan to come to Germany maybe next year for some study courses or something, and I would like to share some key points that they should take into consideration for ensuring that they make a permanent or a long-term career in Germany. Now, before I start friends, I would like to mention my deepest condolences, and I strongly protest against the coward terrorist attack that happened yesterday night in Magdeburg Christmas Market. That was really saddening, and I am really saddened because of this event. So friends, going ahead with this, the topic of this video, what points should students take into consideration, or if you are a parent and you are considering the future of your kid because he or she is planning to come to Germany next year, I am going to share these 10 points. कितने points थे यार वो? I'm going to share these 7 points that you should consider, or you should tell your kid to make sure that he or she abides by these 7 points, because things, as I said, are not very good these days in Germany. So let's go into the point. The bottom rule: please don't get influenced by the opinion of others, including me myself. You need to use your own mind, use your own brain. When you research yourself in Google, please don't click on the sponsored links that you find. Let's say if I Google cybersecurity career in Germany, I'll find a lot of sponsored links also, which are money makers. So friends, if you go by the opinion which are mentioned on those links, you are definitely going to land in a scenario wherein somebody will be making money out of these views. So I would request you friends, please don't concentrate on those views which have some intention, have some motive behind it, and the motive in most cases is money. So if you are getting influenced by any consultant, let's say, or any influencer, of course, like YouTuber, like me myself, who is going to charge you money at any stage of time, I would strongly recommend friends, please reconsider going for such options, because here you are yourselves a product who is being sold. Now I fully understand friends, this sounds very dry and it's pretty negative as well, but this is a fact and this is how business goes on in the world. So friends, I would strongly recommend, it is your own future or your kids' future. Please don't get influenced by the opinions of consultants or influencers who at any point of time are going to charge you even a single amount of money. Go for neutral opinions. Try to research on internet, try to connect with people who are already there in Germany and what all problems they are facing here, and try to get the neutral opinion of these guys and then frame your own opinions. Coming over to the next point, if you are already following my videos friends, I have always mentioned, please learn German in 4 hours, that is in advance. For a small instance, let's forget about Germany and think that you are going to land in London or in America or any other Australian city where there is English is being spoken and you don't know English. Just think how the things would be like. You are in the center of the city and everybody around you is speaking English and you don't speak English. How the things will happen? Exactly the same thing will happen friends if you come to Germany and you don't speak German. Trust me friends, you will stay precipitated all the times and you will feel so nervous even before asking even a single person about, let's say, a direction or something. So I would strongly recommend friends, please acquaint yourself with German language. It is not that hard as other languages. Trust me, because the Buchstabierung, that is the written language, is almost the same. Characters are same except a few 3 or 4 characters in German. Grammar is a little bit different, but still it is quite similar, I will say. And in overall, because I myself have learned German without much of effort, and I'm sure that it's not a rocket science. You also can do it. The only thing is required is effort and dedication. Once again friends, if any of your consultant or YouTuber is telling you that you can survive in Germany without even learning German, please try to connect with some other influencers or other consultants who have a neutral opinion. Life in Germany is really hard without German. That is the bottom line. Going to the next point, which is point number 2 or 3 or something. Point is over jobs. So friends, jobs are definitely abundant here. There's a lot of jobs here, but because of this latest developments in Germany, that is the volatile situation, there are a lot of jobs which are cut off, and these people who are being laid off are the excess manpower in the market today. That means you have to compete with not only those already existing people or the workforce, but also against these new laid off people. Now you have to implement the theory of evolution, that is survival of the fittest. If you are fit, only then you will be able to get a job here and you will be able to make a nachhaltige career, that is a long term career here in Germany. Otherwise, friends, if you are not fit and you are still being taken up for any job, there are a lot of chances, I'm really sorry to say, there are a lot of chances that um, the job will end before your completion of your probation. That is to say, friends, please be competitive, be so evolved that you are perfectly fit for the job, and your boss or your director of the company will have to think thrice or five times before laying the candidate off. Bottom line here is, friends, be skilled, keep upskilling, and be always fit for the job. Next point is in continuation with this previous point, and here I would recommend you to please pick up at least two profiles from your future job or your future career which interests you the most. Now, these two profiles could be anything but should be marketable. Now, because I am from cybersecurity field, I would, if I were a student, I would have picked network security, for example, and let's say malware analysis. So, what I mean to say is you have to project your profile as if you are a master of at least two profiles, wherein you can, you can literally confidently answer every question that the recruiter asks. Apart from that, the hiring manager should also be fully convinced because of your skills or mastery on those two profiles. Friends, you have to be very technical oriented, and trust me, friends, only those people I have seen, as per my experience, were able to complete their probation, that is probation time, who were able to show their skills at least in one or two profiles. Now, if you are a very allgemein expert, that is a general expert of all fields, there are a lot of chances that AI will take over of your job, or maybe some new candidates will take over, or some other candidate who has multiple specialties will take over your job. So the bottom line is, please be a master of at least couple of fields, and you have to think very deeply before even selecting these two fields. One possible solution is try to find a mentor around. Now, these mentors are normally free of cost available. They are maybe, like you can say, well wishers of candidates or students. It could be your teacher, it could be your professor, it could be any person around you, but make sure that your mentor has a good grasp of the market, what's going on in Germany or in your wherever you are at present, and should have a future vision. So friends, I would strongly recommend, please research upon this topic, find out at least couple of fields and be a master. Now, in the next point I would like to mention is distractions. So friends, see, when you are in Germany and you are on a student's visa, you normally get a time of say 12 or 24 months to study, and then you can search for job. And during your study days, that is during the laufende course, that is during the progress of your course, you are also allowed to work for, let's say, 20 hours per week. Now, on an average, you should be able to earn somewhere around 1000 euros per month because of these jobs. Now, friends, this is definitely a huge amount. As a student, you would compare with your maybe your home country, and wherein lakh rupees or 80,000 per month as a student may or may not be possible. But friends, I would strongly recommend you, please try to avoid this thing as much as possible. As I said, you are there as a student, you have a fixed target, a fixed mission, and you are not there to earn small amounts. Friends, trust me, as a student, if you are just graduate in India or in any other country and you see euros coming in your hands, you'll definitely get distracted, and it's very natural as well. But friends, please target on the bigger future, that is the long term targets you should be have in your mind. My suggestion here would be, try to do these jobs as little as possible, only to meet your requirements, only to avoid burden on your parents who are sponsoring your studies. But please don't do over jobs. I have seen so many candidates who were literally so much involved in these part-time jobs. Not these part-time jobs could be anything, like you may be working like a delivery person, you could be like a waiter. Of course, every job is good and respected, still it does not, or does not fully contribute to your future. Do it, of course, do it, but I will say try to limit it as much as possible. I count these things as distractions because they are going to interfere with your target, with your mission. You are not in Germany to do these part-time jobs. You are in Germany to study and make a career here. So try to avoid these distractions. The other distraction I would like to mention is weekend parties. Now, this is a very well-known phenomena which I respect a lot, that people work hard and party harder, which is perfectly fine. But friends, again, try to limit it. It's again, I qualify this thing as a distraction only. Also to my own kid, I always tell him, please avoid such distractions, because these distractions are never going to bring in any value to your life. They are only part-time, they are only for a small time, and they might have a long-term effect in your future. Bottom line, avoid such distractions. Now, in addition to these distractions, there are many other cultural differences, distractions in Germany. I would strongly recommend, please Google it yourselves. These are some other type of distractions that I would not like to speak upon right now, but they also hamper your life in Germany. Also, Europe is a beautiful place, as a beautiful continent. There are so many beautiful cities around in Europe. You should definitely visit them, but not at the cost of your studies. Make a clear plan. Maybe like every 6 months you can have a visit to one of the countries around, but don't make it too long. Make it for 1 or 2 days only. Take it as a distraction only. That's a deviation from your target, and keep it as low as possible. The next point is goes over to these part-time jobs again. Now, if at all you have done a lot of such part-time jobs, should you put it in your resume when you apply for jobs as in your career or not? So friends, I strongly recommend, although these jobs does not align with your future or your career or your skill set, they still assist you in making your career. I'll give you an example. Let's say if you have worked like a cashier at a Lebensmarkt, that is a superstore. Directly or indirectly, you have demonstrated your skills as a trustworthy person when an organization has given you such a critical task of working as a cashier in a supermarket. So friends, this also assists you in demonstrating your trustworthiness. In addition to this, you probably, when you have worked in any other part-time jobs, you have already shown time management. You have shown your ability to take responsibilities. These are all the things that a typical recruiter looks at new candidates. So there's no harm in putting such small or part-time jobs in your resume when you are applying for jobs. Also, if you get a chance to get a part-time job in which you have to interact with common people, this is something which really assists you develop your personality. I would strongly recommend, friends, if you have a selection of jobs, try to find those jobs wherein you have a chance to interact with common people. I'm sure that this is going to assist you in your future career. Now, coming over to the last point, I have forgotten the series numbers, but the last point talks about your long-term career. So friends, take your career planning like a project. A project has a clear set of timelines and has a very defined goal to achieve. Your goal is to make a permanent career in Germany or anywhere in the world, and for that reason you are there in Germany to study. You have to study hard, and you must try to complete your course in the stipulated amount of time. Now, one strange thing that I have seen in Germany is people proudly extend their courses. Let's say if your course is of 2 years, they proudly do it for 3 or 4 or even 5 years. And in this extended period of time, let's say 2 to 3 years of time, they do some part-time jobs, or they do some or other things. I strongly recommend you, friends, please avoid it. Don't do it at all. Think of a big picture. Friends, imagine, friends, if you have studied for 2 years extra or even 1 year extra in your young age. Let's say if you are 30 years of age and you have wasted, I'll say, 1 year extra for your extended student life, the amount of money that you'll lose when you retire, let's say if you are 60 plus and that time you will be having 1 year less to work, the amount of money that you'll be losing there will be more than 5 to 10 years of your young age. Friends, I say, I'll recommend, think a big picture. Please don't waste your year only because of these small reasons, I'll say peanut reasons, and you'll be losing a huge amount of money, which will be something like I cannot even calculate right now. Don't go for small benefits that you get in Germany for extended period of time. Let's say you get a discount on kinos, that is theaters. You get a discount on train tickets. These are peanuts. Trust me, friends, they are not going to assist you anywhere in your life. Your goal should be to complete your studies in stipulated amount of time and switch over to a permanent and a fulfilling job. So friends, these were all points for you people who are coming as students or your kids who are coming as students in 2025. I would strongly recommend you friends, please follow Darwin's theory of evolution. You have to be very skilled, you have to be very focused and targeted to make a permanent career in Germany. If you have any doubts or queries, please feel free to post them on YouTube comments. I'll be happy to assist you. I'll see you in my next video. Cheers.